Vassal Urban Warfare Summons.
In March of 1935, the Empire began its invasion across Gallia's eastern border. Maximilian, commander of the Gallian invasion front, built his army around mobile armor. Ghirlandaio and the other fortresses along the border fell to his tanks in quick succession. Bruhl's fall in under 2 hours was typical of villages in the Empire's path, and the road to the capital bore a steady flow of refugees. Randgries, Gallia's capital, a town secure and stable since ancient times. Within its walls stood the castle Randgries, and within its unicorn spire resided Cordelia, Gallia's princess. Supporting Gallia's policy of neutrality was a system of universal conscription. Under it, all schools required military training each year. In the event of a war, citizens were then drafted into the militia to defend their country. As the conflict with the East grew worse, both Welkin and Alicia found themselves no exceptions to that fate.
So these are my new digs. Oh, my uniform. I should get changed before reporting in. Flares, binoculars, a compass, and a map. Everything you need for a nice hike. Or combat.
Welkin? Can I come in?
Sure, it's open.
Oh, you're already changed too. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. You look good, actually. So, how about me? Do I look all right in this? Convincing?
Let's take a look. Yeah, you look fine. You wear it like a pro.
Really? You're not just saying that?
Of course not. You look tough. I like it.
Oh, good. I was worried it looked kind of silly.
No way. That plating on the back, it's like a coleopterate exoskeleton. Beetle-tastic.
Colio what? And did you just say beetle? Welkin? What kind of girl wants to hear that she looks like a bug?
Huh? Not just any bug. A rhinoceros beetle, king of the insects. Who wouldn't want that?
Uh-huh. I guess I'll just try to take that as a very Welkin sort of compliment.
Tell me about that scarf. You've been wearing it since I met you.
Oh, this? It's part of my uniform from the bakery.
Is that right?
I don't want to forget the time I spent busting my buns baking. I plan to keep wearing it until I can get back to manning the ovens again.
That's great. Once you do, I'll be first in line to get some of that bread.
Is that a promise? Well, I'll be sure to have plenty of it ready and waiting for you.
Absolutely. Hey, if you're ready, we should probably go see the captain now.
I gotta say, his uniform looks incredibly decorated. You'd expect it to look like really plain, because aren't they new recruits? Squad 7 is born.
Come in.
Excuse me, ma'am. Gallian Militia enlistee Welkin Gunther, reporting for duty.
Ma'am, Gallian Militia enlistee Alicia Malkiot, also reporting for duty.
I'm Captain Eleanor Varrot, commander of this regiment. Gunther, you're promoted to lieutenant. You'll be leader of Squad 7 now.
Ma'am.
Enlistee Malkiot, you're promoted to sergeant. You'll be under the lieutenant's command. Understood?
Ma'am!
What do you know? It is you. Nice coincidence, huh, Welkin?
Valdio? I had no idea that you'd enlisted.
Yep. Now that there's a real war going on, I joined up. Pretty much all the officer and training boys are here just like you.
You know each other.
Yes, ma'am. We knew each other at university. Welkin was in science and I was in archaeology. And just look at us now. No archaeology or science. Looks like the two of us are studying war, I guess.
Looks that way. It's good to see you.
And you.
That'll be all for now. There's a strategy briefing later today, but you still have time for you to catch up. You'll be spending a lot of time on the post and in Randbreeze. They'll be your new home, so get to know them. That'll be all. Report back in time for the briefing. Until then, you're dismissed.
Looks like we'll have some more people to slot in to replace some of what was previously a bunch of generics. Hopefully everyone establishes their own special abilities so that everyone can have something to contribute, because so far everyone just has a machine gun, aside from the one person that had a grenade. So, the squad barracks. Change the equipment or view info on the members of Squad 17. Choose the members who will fight in combat, in command room, training field to improve their combat ability. R&D facility. Upgrade their equipment by developing new weaponry. There's book mode, which is presumably where the story actually progresses. It lists my 1800 experience as a total in the corner, which is interesting. So if we were to choose them, what kind of characters do we have access to right now?
It's good to see you doing the rounds. Welcome. This is the command room. Use it to structure your squad. You will have access to both drafted and volunteer recruits. Now that I think of it, Squad 7 is still short on soldiers, isn't it? I'll explain how this works. This is the master list. The recruits have all been assigned classes based on their talents. I should probably touch on the 5 classes, just so we're clear. First off, you have the scouts. Just like the name suggests, they'll be your eyes. Their best asset is their mobility. They can go out, collect intel, then make it back safely. That, and a keen eye for enemies. A good scout can spot a man in tall grass from 100 yards. That comes at the price of firepower. Their job is spotting enemies, not taking them out. Next up, the shock trooper. They're the ones to break through enemy lines and clean up. They offer excellent offense and defense. As far as combat goes, they're as good as it gets. While they lack any specialized techniques, they also don't have any obvious shortcomings. Think of them as the least finicky unit in your squad, Lieutenant. After them, we have Lancers, then anti-tank units. They're critical when facing armored targets. Their purpose is pretty self-explanatory. In most cases, they're the only way to stop a tank. They're also well shielded from explosives, which conveniently includes tank mortars. Sadly, they're slow and weak to gunfire. Their limited ammo could also be called a drawback. Changing gears, we have the engineers. They handle supplies and perform combat support. They can restock other units' ammunitions, treat the wounded, even repair tanks on site. They can place sandbags for cover, disarm mines, repair towers, you name it. Their actual combat skills are very low. Think of them as combat facilitators. Lastly, we have the snipers. They can shoot down targets from a considerable distance. You won't find better soldiers for marksmanship and range. They can hit targets I can barely see. Sniping rifles also come with scopes that work to augment a sniper's natural eyesight. Drawbacks include low mobility and defense. If the enemy gets them alone, they're done for. That should cover the basics. Go ahead and put a squad together now. There's room for 20, and you can swap units at any time.
20. Now that is a big squad. Significantly larger than anything we've dealt with so far. So... at the moment we have Alicia, Rosie, and Largo. Largo Potter and... oh, weird. Alicia Makot, Largo Potter. But this person's name is Bridget Stark, but they're called Rosie over here. Okay, so those are different symbols here. Very specific categories here too. Apparently Alicia is country bred and maternal, while Rosie is has desert allergy? Big sister, strong-willed. Let's take a look at this. Allergy to dust and sand leads to a steady drain of hit points while in sandy area. She just can't abandon her fellow shock troopers. If any are nearby, her abilities are enhanced. Oh, that's cool. Strong-willed. Plowing through oncoming fire by sheer force of will, she takes lessened damage from interception fire. So she's a shock trooper. Alicia's a scout, Largo is a lancer, so he's our anti-tank character. He likes Rosie, Hannes, and Jan. I assume that means they get some kind of benefit from being near each other, because I can't highlight it. Rosie likes Largo and Cherry, so these two both like each other. That's handy. Alicia has no relationship with any of these people, but she likes Welkin, obviously, who's not currently listed as a member. So everyone's in little categories here. We have 2 snipers to pick from. I like the idea of having snipers. We have a bunch of engineers, a bunch of lancers, shock troopers. Bringing a bunch of shock troopers seems like a good idea, on paper at least. All these characters to go through. Okay. Maybe I should look for the characters that the other people say they like. Like Cherry. Can I find Cherry in here?
I'm Nochi Wordsworth. Hi.
Here's Nochi Woodsworth. So I noticed that Nochi was somebody that Alicia likes. She also likes Dallas. I couldn't find Cherry in here. A lot of names to go through. So Largo likes having Jan around. Funnily enough, Jan fancies men and has enhanced accuracy around men. 262 is a lot of hit points.
Hey, soldier! I'm Jan Walker. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Oh my god. That's how they voice acted it. Alright. Alright. I think I want to grab both of our snipers. What kind of traits do they have? Pollen. A lot of people have pollen allergies, so they don't do well. They lose health around plant life. Lone Wolf. Having allies nearby is a distraction that causes a drop in evasion. Night vision. Their keen sight is unimpeded by darkness of night, letting them fire with enhanced accuracy. They like nobody.
Marina Wolfstead, at your command.
Then we've got Catherine, so both of them are female. Oh, so we have a lone wolf and a pessimist. I guess that describes why they're both snipers then. Having less than half health makes them throw away hope for the future with less defense. Great. They have low hit points to begin with, too. Meadowbred. Standing in grassy fields helps them relax, enhancing their defense. Camaraderie. Having allies the same unit and class nearby puts them at ease, raising their natural evasion. So this person gets bonus defense around allies, where Marina doesn't. But the only other person of this class is Marina. So you have to reduce one character's stats to increase the other one's stats. That's funny.
Hello, I'm Catherine O'Hara. I look forward to joining you all.
I don't see any reason not to fill slots up, right? Alright, so we have two lancers, we have 2 scouts, we have 2 snipers. I feel like having 2 of each thing minimum is probably a decent starting point. I'll probably go up to 4 shock troopers because they're all around useful, and having them make up the bulk seems to make sense. Let's see, so right, we currently have no engineers. Oh, there we go. Homer likes Noche. Or however you pronounce that. They're a neat freak. They worry about dirt stains, leading to distraction and decrease in accuracy. There's an engineer trait, huh? Frail body, having less than half full hit points makes them feel totally exhausted, decreasing defense. Lonely. Loneliness soon sets in when no allies are nearby, leading to decreased evasion ability. They all have their own little personality traits.
I'm Homer Perron, here to fight together with you until this war claims my life.
A lot of these people are all a happy bunch, huh? There's a cool trait for Nadine over here. Darkson Bond. Having brethren close by to protect stirs enhanced defensive abilities. Then there's also Camaraderie. Allies of the same unit puts them at ease, raising their natural evasion. So that's double up on that. Downside, of course, is pollen.
Hello, sir. My name is Nadine. I'm sure I'll be coming to you for help.
Not sure if I should completely fill up our slots, because can you get rid of them? Looks like you can, actually. So maybe I should just stock up. For now, let's look at our Shock Trooper options. I like the side of that 240 hit points.
The name's Vice Engelbard. Let's go kick this war in the teeth.
Right in the war teeth. Easy to find in the anatomy of war. Alright. Jane and Hans. They both are good with each other, and they both hate the Empire and get a bonus against them.
Haynes Salinger, reporting for duty, sir.
The name's Jane Turner. I'll do anything if it means putting holes in imps.
We're gonna take advantage of that rage. Okay, so I just took a quick look online to try to clarify what's going on here. And the explanation is that I'm picking the pool of 20 characters I can use during missions, but you manually deploy them during missions themselves. So it's like playing, say, like one of those Final Fantasy games where you can use 3 characters during combat, but have a pool of like 7 characters. I'm picking the full cast of my party, basically, but only some of them will be used in each individual mission. So in that case, I'm probably going to want to have a 3rd character of each of the other ranks at the very least. Because having just 2 doesn't quite work. I'll probably end up having a similar balance to what I've been using in XCOM, actually. Alright, well, Aika here is friends with Yoko, and Yoko has some nice traits. So they're probably a good pair to bring along.
Hey there. I'm Aika Thompson. I'll try my best. Sound good, Welkin?
Hi there, I'm Yoko Martins. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Out of the remaining pool of engineers, I'm going to go for Herbert for the hit point pool.
Herbert Nielsen is me. I mean, I'll try.
They've got personalities at the very least. I got a pair of metalhead shock troopers I can bring along that are friends.
Hello, I'm Mika Hawkins. I'll be serving under you from here on.
Hello there. I'm Dorothy. I'll do my best.
Seriously, these people are like 8-year-olds, aren't they? Alright, one final sweep.
I'm Ramsey Clement. Hey.
I'm Niels Darden. I'll see you on the field.
Yuno Korin, reporting for duty. Looks like I'll be joining you in Squad 7.
So I went ahead and grabbed a 4th of each unit type I could. I have 6 shock troopers, 4 scouts, 4 engineers, 4 lancers, only 2 snipers, just because those were the only ones I could bring along. In the entire list, those were just the only options.
Well, feel like you've struck a balance? Come back anytime you'd like to adjust your squad. As time passes, we'll have more recruits to choose from, so keep an eye on that list. Oh, and all the recruits go through training together, so they're all ready for combat. They'll be at the same level as the rest of the team you've taken into the field. You can swap out members without the worry of losing the benefit of their experience. Trust in your own judgment and pick a team you know you can work well with. That should be enough to get you started. You can figure out the rest as you go.
Wow. Squad leader's a lot of responsibility. Come to think of it, Faldio's heading up Squad 1, isn't he? I wonder if he's off sorting through this stuff now, too. I'd better get a move on.
Interesting, so our experience is just shared across the board. That's a bit of a surprise. So if we lose anybody, there's a bit of a less of a consequence there. Let's see, so we can change our equipment at the squad barracks. So here's Welkin, 250 hit points. Aim is C. Does that vary wildly? There's some D's in there. And C's. Anyone... So no one has B aiming so far. Well, at least the snipers have decent aim. That'll count for something, right? So if I click on Welkin, what happens here? I have no other things to switch them for. So right now I can't do much of this menu because I don't have other items to play with. We can improve their combat ability by training, and we can try to upgrade equipment.
Welcome to R&D, man. What can I do you for?
Wait, I know that insignia. You're Lieutenant Gunther, aren't you? I knew it! Man, I've heard about you! That evacuation at Brule was just... wow! Protecting a tiny life in the middle of all that slaughter? Man! Oh, Lieutenant, you're good people. You get all my respect and then some, bro.
What's going on, Leon? I could hear you from clear across the hangar.
Oh, Casey, check it out! It's Lieutenant Gunther! He's the man!
Sorry about him, Lieutenant. He's like this all the time, I'm afraid. But where are my manners? I'm Kreese Cherney. I'm training here as a mechanic.
Oh, and I'm Leon Schmidt, but just call me Leon, bro. I'm your boy.
So, Lieutenant Gunther, what brings you down to R&D today? We do work here on weapons development, making upgraded weapons and equipment.
And that includes rifles and machine guns. We can even soup up your tank. Of course, research expenses aren't cheap.
With rifles and other firearms, we'll mass-produce new models as they're developed. You won't have to worry about making enough for your squad. We'll outfit them.
For tanks, you can upgrade the baseline performance of the body itself, or develop optional parts that you can add on to tweak out its specs.
Right. You can choose which optional parts you want in the tank equipment section. Come in any time and make adjustments based on the needs of the operation at hand.
About outfitting tanks. Development work on tanks happens in the form of body enhancements, tread and weak point improvements, and attack support. Body enhancements mostly reinforce the gun barrel and body armor to improve its base stats. Tanks will automatically be given the best body type you have been developed. You decide whether to favor attack or defense, and altering body types gives your tank a different outward appearance. Improvements to the treads and weak points and attack support take the form of parts that can be added to the tank to enhance their abilities. Each part has a set size in blocks. You decide how to fill in the 4x3 block storage capacity of the Edelweiss. Pick the optional parts that best fit your own personal combat style. We can upgrade weapons or tanks. Curious about weapons. There's a whole bunch of things to go through. Blast suits, uniforms, hand grenades. So can I upgrade our uniforms? What does that mean? Okay, so if I upgrade to rank 2, we get 1 defense. And that's just across the board? There's blast suits. So you can also upgrade that. It costs more, but has more anti-blast armor. Feels like having more armor in general is probably a good idea. Let's see, our machine guns. Slightly anticlimactic that it basically just adds 1. So when it already starts at 20, so that's a 5% upgrade. Does it keep... Oh, it does keep going for a while. Okay, so these are pretty big trees. Interesting. Rifles. Is that the sniper rifle? That's a pretty big jump in damage right there. There's the sniper rifle. That also increases by about 5 for both armor and person. Interesting. Alright, maybe I'll throw a few upgrades around. Let's start with the uniform. That seems kind of universal.
Whew, it's done! This one's perfect, bro.
The next rank's not available. Probably need to upgrade more. How about the tanks? We can change the parts. But I need to have parts to put on it in the first place. Oops.
Well, sir, was that helpful? We're working here around the clock to make possible tomorrow what's out of reach today. Come again a little later. We'll do our best to have something useful for you by then.
Yeah, you better come back soon, bro. I am all fired up to work on stuff for you.
Kind of sort of accidentally pressed B there. Went back one menu too far.
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
Alright, back in there. Developing weapons. So we should be able to do upgrades from here, right? Body enhancements. So we can reinforce the barrel for plus 200 range. 1500. Armor, plus 30 defense for 1200. There's a few things I can do here. Let's start with some armor upgrade.
It's done. This one's perfect, bro.
And there we go. 30 defense right there. Let's go after, let's see, attack support. Plus 5 accuracy. You have to equip it into a 1x1 slot. Treads. So you can get, ooh, a spare tread would mean that you could replace the, looks like it doesn't replace the tread, it just increases its hit points. Radiator upgrade. 50 defense against criticals. Probably protects the weak spot in the back. Let's not overinvest in the tank, just because I don't know how much we can over-rely on it necessarily. But I would like to get our weapons ready. Let's work on rifles, because that seems like a rather noteworthy bonus of 17 to 22.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
We seem to have an upper cap on how much we can upgrade stuff right now, so going from thing to thing to try to give it its basic bonuses seems handy.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
Anti-tank lances. Just try to upgrade everyone's weapons if I can. Anti-person attack goes up by 5, anti-armor attack goes up by 50. It really does look like some kind of absurd lance. So the lancers seem to be aptly named. Alright, most of the weapons are upgraded. Hand grenades, what's the effect here? You can't upgrade them yet. Blast suits. And go for blast suits, or I can upgrade the tank again, is my main thing here. I'll do the Edelweiss again. Oop, the barrel costs too much now. That side upgrade for 5 accuracy. Let's go ahead. Alright, there goes all of my money.
It's done.
We'll have to hope that we'll have to hope I get more, right? Don't actually know what the rate of that is, but I assume that we'll continually get more stuff. So I don't see much reason not to spend stuff now. So we'll go ahead and install the visor. Seems to be installed now. I think I did that correctly.
Come back again soon, bro. I mean it, man.
I think I'm ready to progress here. Let's go ahead and go back to the book. Let's take a full tour of headquarters. Oh, I didn't click on training yet.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. I'm the guy who's gonna whip you lazy blobs into shape. Still, I can't work miracles here. No amount of drilling beats real combat experience. I want you all to go out there, kick some imp tail, and then show me what you learn. I will train that experience into something you can actually use. Level you bums up. But don't go trying to hog all the glory. A squad's a team, and we got no need for stars. You will train as a class and level up by class. Scout level 2, Scout level 3. You get it? When the scouts level up, that means each and every one of them goes up that level. You hear me, maggots? Any of you think he's better than the rest of the team, go home now! All right, now I'll show you lowlights how this whole thing actually works. It ain't complicated. First you go out there and fight, then divvy up that experience here. Once the experience you cram into a soldier class clears a set amount, it'll level up. Picking which class to level up and when is your job as the squad leader. Now give it a go.
Okay, interesting.
Train all you want. I've got all day.
So I was mistaken. I thought this was going to be like a training mission thing where you go on little training excursions, but this is actually how you level up all your characters. Apparently class by class. Huh. Engineers are the cheapest to level up. Shock troopers are the most expensive, followed by snipers. I have 1,800 experience, which is quite a bit. Oh, you just have to keep going for a while. Good.
Bite the bullet! No pain, no gain! Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human!
So now my shock troopers have leveled up, and the cost has increased significantly. Okay. That definitely makes it a good idea to just focus on these low-level characters first, and then other options later. It looks like I can afford all of them, so we'll just do that.
I got no use for tears! Sweat! 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 Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Lancers! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the Snipers!
I don't know what that means. New potential brought out of the Lancers and Snipers. Maybe they got a special skill along the way, like an extra perk. I could upgrade engineers, or I could save my experience, which I might do. I think I might hold on to it for now, but now we know about this at least. Yeah, I wonder if there's something specific. You said Lancers and Snipers. Here's a Lancer. So he's got first aid boost, tank killer, first aid boost, first aid boost. So it looks like all of the Lancers seem to have an ability they didn't originally have. How about the Lancers? I mean Snipers. Yeah. This person's accuracy boost and this person's Nest Master are both new. Nest Master, shooting from a position at the top of a ladder grants you increased attack power. So if we take the Lone Wolf and put them in a sniper tower, those two things kind of add up to have proper capabilities there, and the night vision also helps at night. So she's born for guard duty, tower duty, with that extra modifier, accuracy boost. Firing accuracy is boosted at a set percentage of the time. Interesting. So this person just gets bonus accuracy. Obviously good for a sniper.
Got it? That's how training by class works. Now get out there and rack up some experience. Oh, and there's one more thing to add. Sometimes leveling up a unit class will unlock a hidden potential in them. You can think of potentials as the natural abilities your soldiers have inside them. Those abilities will form a big part of your strength in the field, so keep them in mind. Other times, leveling up a class will earn you clearance for a new order. Here, as long as we're talking about it, I'll teach you a classic, a real golden oldie.
You learned Evade Boost. This order raises one ally's evasion skills.
Orders are special commands you can give out as the squad leader. They can save your tail. It doesn't take a genius to see that leveling up your soldiers is the best way to beef up your squad. The soldiers will get stronger, and you just might unlock new potentials and orders. All that just from me working you sorry bums into the dirt. I just hope you maggots are ready for a real workout the next time I see you here.
There we go, everyone's fully upgraded both on an equipment and character level. Hopefully that'll help our chances in this future mission. So now we can visit the headquarters whenever we want to. On the Gallian Militia's base, you can use the experience points and funds you've acquired in battle to train your troops to higher levels or develop new weaponry. Stopping by before combat or after an op, once you've acquired more resources, is a good idea. Open the menu with the Y button, pick headquarters and tab select, and meet menu to visit the base facilities. As you progress through the game, new destinations around the base will become available to you as well. Alright, so that's our ongoing base for how we progress the meta of our characters actually being able to survive and progress individually as we progress through the story.